What's up, guys? Me, oh my goodness gracious, do I have a saucy video for you guys. Today I am in your eyes and in your ears talking about the game Century: Age of Ashes. I'm going over, in my opinion, what is the best about this game, you know, what I like the most, things I don't like about the game, which I think they should improve on, and my overall wish list, things I would love to see in this game. Before I get started, don't forget to leave a comment down there saying something about what you think should be added to the game, what do you not like about the game, what you like about the game. And I cannot stress enough, I am not trying to tear this game apart, I'm trying to make it better. With all that said, I understand it's still a young game, they're not going to have a ton of content for it right now, but overall, it's a mixed bag, and I like it. First I'm going to go over the good, then the bad, and then the wish list at the very end of it. So, the good things, the graphics. The graphics are freaking awesome, they're beautiful, they're exactly what I expect from current gen into next gen type of graphics. I love it. Near photorealistic sometimes. Sometimes I gasp. I go, wow, it's so realistic. The next thing is like the visuals, like the feeling of speed. Kind of ties into my next point. The next thing that I like about the game a lot. The actual gameplay of it, the physics of the flying, the heavy animal. You feel like you're on an animal. The dragon is it's like heavy but fast. And it takes momentum to get it going fast. And you love it because it feels like, when you go up, you go slower. When you go down, it's just like a missile, like a Saturn V8 rocket towards the Earth. I love that sensation of a speed, the blurring, it blurs like you're going fast. It's just a nice feel. The controls, I feel like they're very intuitive, like easy to pick up on. Something that's not really hard for a new player to get a hold of, to grasp it. It has a pretty high skill ceiling. Not as high as other games, but it's pretty high up there. For me, for a simple-minded, two-brain cell person like me, it's taken me a little bit of time to get used to it. The combat's really cool. It feels so good when you get that kill. You know, like the regular fireballs, they go pretty much towards them like a homing rocket, it just kind of like goes straight to them. They can still dodge them and go around a rock and it'll, you won't be like, Wanted where it just goes around the corner and hits them. Sometimes if you're lucky, it'd be like right at the last second. But then when you start catching them on fire and like hitting them with your flame breath and you just see their life going away and they die and then they just like start falling, it feels so good. It's just very intense when you got like a couple dragons flying around you and you're just trying to like get away from it, and oh man, it gets really fun. Now my next point is the game modes. There's only a few of them, right? I think 3, I could be wrong, and they're pretty fun. In Spoils of War, you just go around and kill gold dragons to get gold from them, and then you kill other players to get gold from them, and then you just try to gather up all your gold, and if they hit you, you drop gold, and then they come up and grab your gold, and then you kill them back to get the gold back, and it's just like a gold rush, pretty much, and then you just bring it back to your bank, or your chest, or your cash, or whatever you call it, and at the end of the game, whoever has the most gold wins. Then there's Carnage. Carnage, you just kill people. It's just like a team deathmatch almost. Another one's basically like capture the flag. You grab the flag and you try to fly through gates. And then as you're passing through these gates, you're gaining more gates up top underneath the scoreboard. And then once you fly through all the gates without dying, you win. So I love the game modes. Okay, now on to the bad. One thing that makes me very unhappy, frame rate drop. Now I don't have the most ultimate gaming PC in the entire universe, multiverse, but I have heard from other people that have way better setups, way better PC builds, it does the same thing. I don't like it, needs to change. Especially in a game like this, it's very high speed, very fast paced gameplay. It needs to be smooth as a baby's bottom. Next, there's connectivity issues. I haven't had any experience with that on PC, but I know the Xbox version, people are having a lot of issues with it. That needs to get fixed. And then there's matchmaking. I have realized that matchmaking is a continuously bad thing that's really hard to make go away. But they could do a couple things to prevent brand new players from getting completely nipple twisted and obliterated by the elite people that have been playing forever and know exactly how to strudel their doodle. I'm also not very happy about whenever you squad up with your friends, you get in your little squads and you're like, yeah, let's go, let's do this. Yeah, we're gonna wreck the skies, we're gonna paint the mountains red with their blood and all that stuff together, because we're best friends fly and die. When you're in that home screen, you don't see your friends, you don't see your squad, and like physically, all you see is their little icons in the top right corner. I don't know, I want to show off. Like, it's fun when you're playing like Call of Duty or something and you're like, check out my new stuff I got, and they're like, yeah, that looks really cool, and then you go into a match. But like when you're playing, they're not going to notice that. They're too busy running and gunning, flying and frying. And there's one more thing I don't like. You cannot train with your friends. I wish you could do training with friends. On to the gooey, gooshy, juicy, yummy, scrumptious, scrum-diddly-doo part of the video, the wish list. These are things that I wish they would add to the game, just because I'm selfish. I think new maps would be amazing, and I already pictured it in my head. What maps would be awesome? I'm talking like a volcano map. There's just erupting volcanoes everywhere, right? I'm talking a jungle map. You're just running into trees, just hearing some wild leaves whipping on your dragon's wings. Maybe even like a big mountain coming through the clouds. You're just nothing but clouds. You're just going in and out of the clouds all over the place. Like, oh, you see me, now you don't. You see me, now you don't. You're dipping through the clouds. Oh, baby. And shoot, I'll go even a step further. A castle in the clouds. A floating castle. You dip in the clouds, go in, fight on the castle. I don't know how that castle's flying. You go in there, fly in the castle, and then maybe even go into the woods. Zigzag through the woods, you know what I'm saying? You can make the smaller trees kind of cut through you, you know, cut through your dragon, but then the bigger trees, you gotta get out of there, but you can bob and weave. It just takes more skill to play in an area like that, I get it. That would be so cool. And possibly, you know, you could even have the dragons accidentally burn down the forest. I know that's not very environmentally friendly, but it sure would make for some very interesting environments. I might get a lot of hate for this, but I think the equipment on the classes, the ones that you can upgrade and everything, I think that they should pop more. It's really hard to see people's equipment and dragons and stuff like that when you're in such a high-paced, fast environment. But hear me out. Not only should we get equipment that just stands out more, kind of like World of Warcraft. I love how the gear on World of Warcraft looks. It pops. It's got the glowy shoulders, things glow, the weapons glow. It's just epic looking, right? That's something you could see from a distance, and you could easily see, dang, that dude's got those shoulders. Yeah, it doesn't have any stats, but it just looks cool. Now that is my segue into my final point. Where's the elemental dragons? I don't know if it fits in the lore or not, but if we had some kind of element to our dragons, like lightning, fire, ice dragon, you know, like a frost dragon, like a sand dragon, mud dragon, water dragon, poison dragon, dark dragon, light dragon. It would be cool to have like elemental power based, where your flames are like lightning bolts instead. You don't even have to go that far. I just want to see that kind of dragon in the game. Overall, there's things that need to be fixed, but I do like the game. Just putting it out there. I do absolutely like the game. This game is a good boy. So that's my take on everything. It's kind of like a review, right? It's kind of like a review. I'm trying to give my feedback to everyone, and I want to know what everybody else thinks about it. Love the game. It needs help. Even with all of its flaws, it's a really fun game. And I can't even imagine how good it will be if they smooth it out, put a lot of work into it, get funding, and get a lot of support for it. The potential is limitless. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any opinions at all on this stuff, feel free to share it. Let me know. Let us all know. What do you think about it? Thank you for liking and subscribing. And until next time, way hey out.